started. That's good. Everything seems to be working fine. And we are live. Hello and a very good afternoon to you. My name is Ozair and welcome to today's YouTube live stream. It is 4 o'clock in the UK on the 22nd of Feb 2021 and it's time for a bit of Google Ads. Every weekday we go live at this time. And you can join us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn at the same time, or whichever network you're on or channel, you'll be able to join us live. The format of these sessions is very friendly and informal. I cover a certain topic each day, and then towards the end of the session, I'll try my best to answer any questions you may have. There is a comment box around the video. Please put your comments or questions in there, and I'll tend to that towards the end of the session. So today is all about a complete Google Ads campaign setup for a life insurance company. So you'll see how we set it up and how we can go about doing this in under 30 minutes or so. So what I'm going to be doing is creating 3 campaigns, one for each device separately, one for computer, mobile, and tablet. So we want to break them out into their own, because you will find that the mobile is going to eat up the most of the budget. So we can allocate a certain budget, and also when you have got a campaign running at 3 different devices separately, you can also see the performance very quickly as to what's happening and what's not happening. Then we are going to have 454 ad groups in here. So each campaign will have 474, and obviously times 3 campaigns. Each ad group will have 1 keyword in each. So that means we have 494 keywords for 494 ad groups times 3, and each ad group is going to have 2 ads. Now it's quite a lot of stuff over here, and you may wonder, how are you going to do this in around 30 minutes or so? I'm going to show it to you how we do this, and this is the workflow which we use for a lot of our client campaigns, and how easy it is once you know how. And this is going to save you tons and tons of time, the workflow I'm going to show you, because to create so many ad groups with so many keywords and ads, it is very time consuming in the interface. Before I get started, just want to give a quick shout out about the coaching program we have. If you do wish to learn some ninja tips, tricks, and techniques as to how to take your Google Ads to the next level, then we have one of the best programs and coaching programs in the world and on the internet. So this will have over 400 video tutorials plus 4 coaching calls with me per week. So you can join in, ask questions, learn new stuff. Any problems you're experiencing, I can go through with you and try to solve it for you. This is the URL. You can go on there and get some more information. Okay, so let's dive into our Google Ads account. I'm gonna go click new campaign, and I'm just gonna go with create new campaign without a goal guidance. Search, I'm gonna have website visit. I'll just put in my website address and start new, because this is my test account. That's why it's asking me. Okay, then you're going to come here, and I'm going to put in life insurance campaign, or however you do your naming convention. I don't want to run on Search Partner, and I definitely don't want on the Google Display Network. I always check these off. I want to run this in the whole of the UK. Language is fine. Audiences, if you have any from Google Analytics, you can bring them in or set one up in Google Ads, but we don't want to worry too much about it right now. This is a test campaign. I'm just going to put in 50. Now, here's where a fair amount of confusion happens, because Google only gives you the options for the conversions or the clicks. What you want to do is to go in here, and then you will go and get that manual CPC. So when we are starting the campaign, we want to run it on manual CPC, so we can control the bids. Account level conversion you must set up, or if you've got any other conversion set up as a conversion in a conversion set, then you can also. But I would say set up all your conversions in your account level if it's a fairly straightforward account. If you've got some complicated conversions, not complicated, I should say, a complicated account with lots of different conversions, then you can choose which conversion action you want to track for this campaign. I want to run both the ads evenly to see which one is performing and which one isn't, because if only one campaign is getting all the impressions and the click, then we can't split test evenly or equally. Then you set up all your site links, your call out extensions, and your call extensions, right? So this can be set up at account level, and then you don't need to worry about it later on. So you can create as many campaigns as you like, and they will all be set up on here. And I'm going to save and continue. I'm going to give a quick shout to Sajid, Amish, Oyen Bola. Hello, Oyen Bola. Lovely to see you again and to talk to you on, I think we chatted on Friday, I believe. So good. Glad that you can make it here. Okay. So I've created my campaign structure now. Now we're going to move to the Google Ads editor, which is where the bulk of the heavy lifting and the campaign building is going to be done. So I don't want to do this here. I'm just going to save and continue for now. Okay. And then, so this is a Google Ads editor interface. It's a desktop application which is free to use, and you can download it for a Mac or PC. All I'm going to do is I'm going to download the latest data from the Google servers, because I've just created that campaign shell or the blank campaign in Google Ads. So it's going to start downloading all the stuff. And whilst it's doing that, I'm going to bring up my spreadsheet. So all I've done is, to save time, I've written the ads, and I've got a list of keywords over here which I'm going to copy. Right? Okay. If there are any questions, I can go on to that now. How do I know what to set the bid for the clicks to beat your competitors? Well, you need to get the impressions first of all. And once you start getting the impressions, then you know that your ad bids are strong enough and high enough for the impressions. And then you look at the search impression share as your metric, how much of the search impression share you are getting. And you want to be in the high 70 to the 80%. Then you know that your bids are high enough. All right. I'm back in my interface over here. I've downloaded the... Why isn't that downloaded? Okay, doesn't matter. I'm going to delete all of this. think it didn't save. It did save properly. It is, that's why I didn't do save and continue. My bad. So now we have your, okay, that's fine. There you go. Now we have the life insurance campaign, which I can't spell properly, and I'm going to download it again. Once it's downloaded, we then start setting up our, so I need to set up the ad groups, the keywords, and write the ads all in here. So we're just under 10 minutes right now. So I said about 30 minutes. Let's see how long it takes me to set this campaign up. All right, there you go. Okay, I'm going to delete this one. Okay, ad group was the default one. I'll delete this. All right. Now this is not a tutorial in Google Ads editor, because it will take you a little bit of time to get the interface, the hang of it, as to how it works, but at least you will see how easy it is. Okay, I've copied all my ad groups, keywords, so I'm going to name the ad group as the keyword name. So I'm going to add group, make multiple changes. I'm going to paste it. Now I've got all my ad groups. In these ad groups, I want my keyword to be phrase match, and then I'll copy the same lot and make another set of let's say keywords as exact match. I can do it two ways. Either keep both the keywords in the same ad group or make a completely different one. So we have two sets of ad groups for each keyword. So this could be phrase and an exact. So they will all come in pairs, or you can do the same thing by copying and pasting the keywords and just changing the match type, which I will do to begin with, to keep things very simple. I've got my ad groups over here. Now I'm going to go to my keywords, make multiple changes, and why is it taking so long? It shouldn't. Oh, I know why. Because I didn't my data includes, I need to make a little bit of change. That's why it's not doing that. It's going to, I made a mistake in my copying and pasting bit. Okay. So, and I'll tell you what mistake I made in a minute. So what I needed to do is to name my ad group name as life insurance. Life insurance is the keyword in there. Life insurance quote, life insurance quote, and so on. Now all I need to do is to copy these two, and then I'm going to clear this. My data includes ad group and keyword, and it doesn't work. This is what happens when you go live. Let's give it a moment or two and see what happens. It's very strange. It's doing this. Oh, it's doing it. It's a bit slow for some reason. It normally shouldn't take so long for just a handful of keywords. I know why I had made another mistake. I'm making lots of mistakes today. Okay, first of all, I'm going to correct the name, copy this. I'm gonna come here, and it's all about organizing it. And although I've done this millions of times, you can still see we all make mistakes. Okay, now it should behave. Well, it is behaving. It's a user error, I should say. It's I'm making a fair bit of mistake today. Where are we? No, I don't want to be at campaign level. I need to be at keyword level. And now, there you go. Okay. It has created a new campaign because I've not copied and pasted it properly. It doesn't matter. This is just a test one. I'll change that. Okay, I'm in here. As you can see, ad groups, 494 ad groups and 494 keywords. If I click on one of them, ad groups, the keyword is just the one, right? If I select all of them, and I want to change it from broad match to phrase, all of them have now changed to phrase match in a second. I can copy this whole lot, copy and paste again, and I don't think this is going to work. I needed to make them as one keyword per ad group. Yeah, I need to pause it because it's going to put all of them in separate one. Alright, we're just going to keep these for now, and once I've created the ads, then I'm going to go through how we can copy and paste the mesh type as well. So I've got my campaign, I've got my ad group, I've got my keywords, and then I go to the ads. Now you can either put in a responsive search ad or expanded text ad. I'm just selecting expanded. Make multiple changes, and not made multiple changes. I'm just going to copy and paste one at a time. So I want to select all the ad groups where this ad is going to go in, and now I'm going to refer to my spreadsheet, and in here I'm copying the headline 1, headline 2, three, description 1, description 2, path 1. I'm going to put in my keyword again, and my final URL could be www.lifeinsurance.com or something like that. This is just for test purposes. All these ads, if I go back at ad group level, one ad has been set up per ad group. Now if I want to make another ad, a different variation, and all I had done was on the spreadsheet over here made 2 ads. So instead of add headline 1, add 1 as best life insurance cover, in headline 1 add 2, I made a cheap life insurance cover so we can split test. And I made the headline 2 in ad 1 as headline 3 in ad 2, and headline 3 in ad 1 I made it as headline 2 in ad 2. So I've crisscrossed them so we can see what happens. The same thing applies again. I select all of them, add, it'll create a blank ad. All I now need to do is to copy, description 1 and description 2 I have kept the same. Life insurance. Now if I were to go back to my ad groups, each one now has got 2 ads. See, headline 1 is different to headline 2, and same here. If I want to double check if it's all perfect, I would see 988 ads, which is double of 494 ad groups. So each ad group has got 2 ads. I've got 988. And this is how I've managed to do all of these just under 20 minutes, even though I made quite a few mistakes. Now for some reason, okay, this is showing me as an error. That's fine because I did make a mistake. I put in my budget over here, and now I don't have any error messages, which is that red icon like that one. Now I'm ready to post. All you do is click on post, because this is all on my desktop right now. This is not on Google Ads. Now I can see I've selected the campaign. One campaign, 494 ad groups, 494 keywords, 1 location, and 988 text ads. Now if I wanted to, let's say, make another set of keywords as exact match, I can do this very quickly. What I want to do is to rename the ad groups. Now if you were to try and rename all 494 ad groups, it's going to take you ages. You'll never do that. I want to append ad group name. After existing text, I want to name it as phrase. Now I did not put any space, which is my bad. I'll do that again. Put a space. And now I can see that this ad group has got the phrase match. What if I want to make this all as exact match as well as phrase? I copy the whole lot, paste it again. Now it is giving me all this error sign that this has got the same name as another ad group. I want to change that. I need to replace text, ad group name, I'm going to put in phrase and replace that with exact. Now I've got my exact match as well as my phrase match, right? So we've doubled up our ad groups and we've doubled up our ads. The only thing I need to do is to change the keyword match type in my exact ad group. All I need to do is to go ad group contains exact, apply. So I should have 488, 494, I beg your pardon, right, is there. And now I'm going to go to my keywords, select all. So instead of phrase, I'm going to go exact and job done. See how quick that was. And now if I want to go and paste, I've got 988 ad groups, 988 keywords, which is one per ad group, and double, obviously, 988 times 2 ads per ad group is 1976. It's all good to go. I'm going to post it. If there's any error, it's going to show up over here. If there's nothing wrong and everything is fine, all of them will go green. So it's going to take a few seconds, and once it's done, that is live. Well, not live, it has gone on Google. Let's go back to our interface, refresh, and there you go. This is the one. I've got, first select them all, 988 ad groups. If I were to go at keywords, just to double check it, 988 and the ads, 1976. There you go, all done and dusted in a matter of 20 minutes. Now you couldn't do this in the interface, I can guarantee you, and you can try it, and if you do, then you're either a superman or a superwoman. And if you can do this in 20 minutes, what I've just shown you, then please give me a shout, because I would definitely want to hire you. Okay, so now is the time to go back to our questions, so please start putting them in. And this is what we teach in our coaching program, all these workflow tips and techniques to turbocharge your Google ads, and you are going to have a very unfair advantage over your competitors. Oyen Lola, what is the name of the software you mentioned earlier on? So Oyen, this is what we call Google Ads Editor. Search for it, and there you go. This is the tool. Make changes across your campaigns with ease. That's the Google Ads Editor. You can download it from here, and you've got a bit of blurb about as to what this app can do. Okay, auto recycling Denver. I think, yeah, I've answered your question. Anish, I do not have my own website. Before approaching clients, how can I master running Google Ads? Well, you don't need to have your own website unless you are an agency or a business. But if you are a freelancer, you can go to sites like Upwork, Fiverr, and places like that where you don't need to have a website. But obviously you do need to know how to run Google Ads. And I have tutored and mentored a lot of people like this, the way I've shown you, where you can put up a gig on Fiverr for $20 or $30. You can set up a campaign, one keyword per ad group, up to 1,000, or it could be 10,000. It really doesn't matter, because it's only a case of copying and pasting. So whether you have 10 ad groups or 10 keywords or 10,000 of them, is going to take you the same amount of time. But I'm just giving you an example as to how you can earn from this. But obviously, before you start handling Google Ads accounts for other companies and other people, you ought to know what you're doing. Brilliant. So Sajid, you're saying, can you create desert safari campaign? I'll do that next week, Sajid. And all you need to do is to send me your, in fact, Tuesdays, tomorrow, is where we write ads. So if you send me your URL, you can't put them over here, but on my WhatsApp, I'm going to put this on the chat. Or anyone else, as a matter of fact, if you want me to create a campaign for you or write ads, just send me your URL on the WhatsApp and I'll schedule that in. Hi Jarko, what's the best way to promote pay-per-call home services with Google Ads for a beginner? I have a website in that niche. Call ads or something else. For home services, call ads would be the ones which I would set up. Absolutely. They work wonderfully well. Hi Kathy. I had used Google Ads Editor. I just changed keywords and one of the ads was disallowed as a third-party technical consultant. Okay, did I just do something incorrectly, or does Google not like Editor? Not at all. Editor is just a tool. It's what content you put in there. That's what it is being disallowed. So if third-party technical repair or services or software, I believe, is not allowed on Google, that's why they have disapproved your ads. But Editor has got nothing to do with any approval or disapproval of any ads. It's just a tool to create your campaign or change your campaign or set it up, make the changes in there and upload. And that is it. It's just a little tool which will make your workflow hyper fast, as I've just shown you right now. Brilliant. So thank you all for being with me today. So tomorrow, every Tuesday, I write your ads. Send me your website URL and I'll try my best to write your ads for you. And all I do is look at your website or your landing page, and then I'll give you my thought process as to how I would look at a page and how I would write certain ads. So it's not about critiquing or criticizing your landing page, not at all. All I'm going to do is take the information off it to write the ads. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow. So till then, stay safe and goodbye.